You're watching WMAR2 News.
I'm Randall Newsom here with your WMAR2 News update. Well, Governor Wes Moore has announced he will run for re-election in 2026. This quiets the speculation that he may run for president in 2 years. Moore was sworn into office in January of 2023, becoming Maryland's first black governor. He released a video with his announcement highlighting his administration's accomplishments, such as the response to the Key Bridge collapse. You can see that video and the other candidates running for governor at WMAR2news.com. Well, the rebuild of the Key Bridge highlighted the need for more skilled trade workers. So next year, construction will begin on a new welding training facility at the Dundalk campus of the Community College of Baltimore County. The money comes from a grant through the Baltimore Community Foundation and the Maryland Baltimore Strong Key Bridge Fund.
You can go up and down the coast. Bridges are being repaired. Boats are being built. I mean, all of those things need skilled tradesmen to actually make sure they can happen and they can happen well and happen safely.
Now, the Baltimore Community Foundation is also accepting applications for financial assistance to anyone in Maryland pursuing a trade or apprenticeship in the infrastructure industry. Well, the Orioles take on the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight, and it's University Night at Camden Yards, celebrating students, alumni, and supporters of participating schools. Tonight begins the team's 3-game series against the Pirates here at home. The O's hope to keep the momentum going after a solid weekend against the Dodgers. Kyle Bradish will get the start on the mound. First pitch, 6:35. It's going to be a little breezy day at the ballpark, Abigail.
A little chilly, yeah. I would suggest wearing a jacket, but I love to see our 2 home teams at home this week, tonight and as we go into Sunday. So the weather needs to cooperate, right? Well, it looks like Wednesday is our select day where we're going to see a little rain re-enter our forecast. And it's actually probably the best day for it. We could use some rain. We're not getting very much, though, is the trade-off. We're seeing maybe 1/10 of an inch if we're lucky off towards our south, maybe even closer to 2/10 of an inch. But that's less than 1/4 of an inch and not very much at all. But we're getting more than a trace amount. And so, as I say, beggars cannot be choosers. We're just happy to get some rain on Wednesday. Looking overall, we're going to have some overcast for a few areas, some fog as a possibility early in the morning, and temperatures not as warm as what we're dealing with today. So it's going to be a bit of a trade-off as we go into our Wednesday. We get the things that we need, but not necessarily the things that we want. Thursday, we'll see the 80s, and as we head into the latter half of the work week and over the weekend, we'll teeter between the 70s and 80s, but it does look like the 70s come out on top. All right, thank you, Abigail. Well, you can help kids develop a love of reading. We are once again partnering with the Scripps Howard Fund to raise money to buy new books for students at Abbotston Elementary School in Northeast Baltimore. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen to make a donation. This is our 6th year hosting a book fair for Abbotston where kids can pick out a handful of books to take home for free. You can make a donation from now through September 30th. And you'll find the latest on the top stories of the day by going to WMAR2news.com. And for the news and weather while you're on the go, make sure you download our app. Thanks for watching. I'm Randall Newsom.